Global happenings today. We communicate. We analyze global news.
Hello beautiful people, welcome back to Global Happenings Today YouTube channel. Abure came all out some few hours ago and explained why his faction is still standing and nothing will change. It took time to address a lot of allegations against him and of course to address Alex Otti, insisting that whatever information he has is null and void and their government still stands and INEC recognizes them. Well, it looks as if the stakeholders, according to him, that they have a quorum, that the NEC people, which is own government, are there, and other people are there. So that means they have a quorum enough to be called a leadership. But it looks like this Peter Obi and Alex Otti's faction, where they have forgotten the CTC, have decided to move on. They're not even listening to him. Alex Otti have not dignified him with a response. And this is the moving on. They have decided to tell Abure that they're not joining issues with him, but they're moving the party forward, regardless of his rant and regardless of his position. Before we go to the newspaper, please subscribe to our channel now. The senators and the House of Representative members of the Labour Party, LP, have distanced themselves from the Abure-led faction of the party, formally notifying the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, of the establishment of a 29-man caretaker committee. Now, the move follows a leadership meeting in Umuahia, Abia State, attended by key figures such as the Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi, Governor Alex Otti, and other party leaders. Now, the newly formed committee, chaired by former Finance Minister Senator Nanade Osman, will oversee the party's affairs in the interim and conduct congresses and a national convention within 180 days to elect a new leadership. Now, the decision to establish the committee follows INEC derecognition of the Abure-led National Working Committee, NWC, in June 2024. A letter sent to INEC by the Labour Party stakeholders reads, and I quote, "You will recall that Labour Party had a leadership crisis in recent times, culminating in the derecognition of Abure-led National Working Committee, NWC, by INEC effective June 2024. Given the above scenario, the statutory executives of the party, made up of the governor, deputy governor, and the legislators, in addition to all surviving members of NEC, the leadership of the organized labor, representatives of the governorship candidate in the 2023 election, and the subsequent ones, presidential and vice presidential candidates in the 2023 election, and other party leaders met in Umuahia, Abia State on Wednesday, September 4, 2024, and set up a caretaker committee to organize congresses and the national convention within a period that will not exceed 180 days to fill the vacuum created by the expiration of the tenure of the erstwhile leadership of the party at all levels." My colleague is in the house with all of this heavy press release that Alex is the president of Abure had, and it looks as if the party deemed defeat not even respond to him totally. They are moving on with great speed. Even Aisha Yusufu was seen as a keynote speaker alongside with the chair, Mrs. Nanade, Senator Mrs. Nanade. She even called her the chair, totally ignoring Abure and all the dramatics he's actually creating. What's your take?
Well, the truth is that noise making is not legality. When you know what is legal and what is right to do, just do it and move on. I think that's exactly what the new leadership is trying to do right now. They know that he has been hoisted out of office and that he has no recognition, so no need to go to the press and start making press statement and all of that. The stakeholder meeting held and they selected the person who's going to be a caretaker committee chairman, and they've given her stipulated time to to carry out the electioneering process, the congresses from the ward level down to the national, and that's just it. If you feel you're not comfortable with it, if you feel that they are going against your fundamental human right, then you go to court, and I think that's what virtually everybody is doing. However, if you check what had just happened now, the other elected officers under the party have decided also to, let Abure realize that your time is over. And that's why we're seeing them, notifying INEC. And, this whole thing is so glaring. If you're not being recognized by INEC, which is the electioneering body in Nigeria, as the chairman of a party, clearly shows that whatever you are doing is totally illegitimate, is illegal, it is not recognized because you are not being recognized. But what I'm just saying here is, as much as possible, being that Labour Party has men who have been in politics for years, who may have some legal understanding about stuff, they should also go ahead to reach out to the court to clearly invalidate the position of Abure. Don't wait till when it is close to election. You will give chance to your enemies, to do all of that against you. Let there be a standing order and let there be a concrete legal document pointing to the fact that he has been invalidated. That's his position as the chairman has long ago expired. He's no more the chairman, so there must be legal documents so that in event of him, going to the court, he will be going to the appeal court, and from there, that you are heading, you are moving forward. That's just it.
But he believes that even if there was to be any call at all from any level, it should have been that he should be there, handed over before any form of convention or a caretaker committee being raised. That he believes that whatever it is that was done in unity. He should have been there to create all of this. And on that alone, even it was done, even it was well intended, but the foundation was illy formed, as in badly formed. So he is of the opinion that whatever it is that took place in Umuahia is null and void, in as much as though according to Alex Otti, his tenure has expired, but according to him, he believes that whatever that should have been done with him being there. What's your take?
Well, considering what you are saying right now, I think that it's not important. You being around, you not being around is not important. The big question is, are you still the chairman of the Labour Party? No, your time has expired. And if your time has expired, it has expired. And since you are not ready, in event of you not being in readiness to align yourself to the constitution of the party, nobody needs to carry you on, because it's going to be at the end of the day shouting competition. Hey, you leave, I will not leave, and all of that. It's not important. So the truth of it, that's why I say they should apply all amount of legality to make sure that they invalidate his presence as the chairman of the party. And that's going to court and getting adequate document to prove that. Now, his time had expired. For example, in Nigeria, if the time for the president is over and he's not ready to vacate office, by any means, they kick him out of office, because we are aligning ourselves with the constitution of the land. So if they told him, because before now, they had told him that particular Congress you organized, even INEC was not in attendance, the key stakeholders were not there, you just did blah 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 blah. Even at the local government level, at the ward level, nothing actually happened. It's something that the stakeholders, both the INEC, the NWC, everybody needs to sit down and say, this is the timetable, and they have to dissolve you. You don't have to sit there to conduct this thing. They have to dissolve, say, oh, these guys have been dissolved. Then whether 20-man committee will be elected or will be appointed and all of that, you must be out of seat. You understand? Before they kickstart anything, a new person must be there, and then they will go ahead with it. And since he was still there, say, we have conducted it, blah, 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 blah. Who was in attendance when you did it? Nobody was there. So, come on, we are no babies. So that's why the situation has turned out this way. For me, I believe that Peter Obi, Alex Otti, Victor Ome, these are very experienced people when it comes to politics. Victor Ome had been a party chairman, so he understands all of this. So right now, he's out of the way. Going to trade words with him is a clear pointer to the fact that you don't even understand what you are doing. So that's why they're allowing him to enjoy his presence in the media.
All right, let's go wrap it up.
Global happenings today. We communicate. We analyze global